Hey everybody, KC here. So at the moment, I'm in Murrieta, California, and I decided I wanted to visit the local Amazon Fresh store. And part of the reason I keep visiting Amazon Fresh stores is because I'm just curious to see if they're ever going to get it right. We know that they've sort of slowed down their development, they've slowed down their openings. They keep saying they're trying to figure out how to get the whole grocery thing right. And but they say at least that they're committed to it. So I went to visit this store, and this store has been open for some time now. And I have a couple of reactions to it. One is, a friend of mine who lives nearby had said one of the reasons he doesn't like to go in there is it's just dark. And he's right, it is dark. That's always been a reaction that I've had to a lot of Amazon Fresh stores. That they're just sort of dark and not necessarily appealing. And quite frankly, one of the things I think they ought to do, and they could fix this really easily, is get out of the idea of having the walls painted black. I just don't think that's necessarily a good look for this store. Go with some lighter wood, go with brighter colors. I don't know, make it look like an Apple store or something like that. It's just so dark that it does not show up the food well. The other continuing problem that they're having in the store is the fact of the matter is, their in-stock position is not great. Now, not as bad as I've seen it in other stores, but there's just a lot of holes. And especially in the produce department, the product just doesn't look particularly appealing. If you're gonna call it Amazon Fresh, it's gotta look fresh. And this is almost even worse when you go to when you look over in the deli where the salad bar and the hot food bar, even at a time where it should not be picked over, because quite frankly, there are not that many customers in the store, things are kind of look picked over. They look unappetizing. The wrong labels are in the bakery on the donuts. They have a chocolate donut labeled as being something else, and the something else being labeled as a chocolate donut. It just, again, I every once in a while I refer to it as nobody seems to give a damn disease. I think, these things could still be dangerous, right? They don't even have the smart cars in the store, but they do have just walkout technology. I continue to believe that just walkout technology, or some version of that, is going to be enormously successful for somebody. And the company that really picks it up and makes it run with it in a store that seems to function better and seems to reflect some level of freshness and some level of joy in food, they're going to do really, really well with it. I still think these stores can be dangerous if Amazon actually found somebody to run their food division that seemed to know what they were doing. There's got to be these people out there. Find somebody who loves food. Find somebody who loves retail and make it their job to infuse these things with a certain amount of joy. Listen, I continue to be, I don't mean to, dump all over Amazon, but the thing is, I go into these stores, I'm often disappointed, but I still see the potential. I think these stores could be enormously successes if they just figured out how to market food in a way that was both innovative and the word really is joyful. Sometimes these stores come across as being food stores being run by techies, as opposed to being or bureaucrats, as opposed to being food stores run by people who actually like food. I don't think it's an insurmountable problem, but they actually have to try to surmount it. Anyway, that's what's on my mind, and as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.